I hope this is gonna be okay. I'm not sure what this looks like, but Assalamu alaikum, everybody. Um, I hope everybody is doing well. I just wanted to tell another quick story time. Um, what reminded me of a situation that happened with me is a story that keeps coming across my timeline about the lady from New York who was going to the convenience store at night, and some guys attacked her. Like, they bit her forehead and they tried to like bite her eye, and they like full on attacked her. Um, I'm sure everybody already knows to be aware of their surroundings, but I just wanted to remind anybody who has to work at night, or just have to maybe go to the store at night. If you absolutely have to, of course you would go, but if you don't have to, don't do it, because people are being attacked even in the daytime. So definitely at night, if you don't have to go out at night, or you don't have to make a stop somewhere, you don't have to get gas, like, it's like not like a real necessity, just don't do it. Don't do it. It's the entire world is completely crazy now. So I wanted to come on and tell you guys. The story kept going across my timeline, so like I said, it reminded me of what happened to me um, more than 10 this was more than 10 years ago. um, I was at work, and I had an hour break, and I was gonna I took my car. I was like, I need to wash my car. Like, I was supposed to like wash my car for like 3 days, and I'm like, I need to wash my car. And the car wash that I wanted to go to, because I was at work, I didn't go to that one because it was like far. So I went to the one that was closer. But the one that was closer to me was like you had to get out and like wash your car, like manually wash your own car. And I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna go to that one because it's closer. It was a really nice area and everything, but that doesn't mean anything. Like, sometimes when people are like, oh, a better area, it does mean something, but sometimes it doesn't, because crazy people are everywhere. So I had a I had I didn't pay like with cash. I had my debit card, and I paid right at the you get inside of the car wash, you can just pay right there with your card. Um, so I was inside of the booth. There were like separate like stalls that you could like drive through. You guys, you know what I'm talking about. You can like drive through it, and it has like the manual sprays and everything. So I go and I slap my card. I pay for the car wash. The guy next to me in his car, he gets out of his car. He was there before me. Don't know how long, but he was there before me. He gets out and he of his car, and he's like, "Excuse me, miss, how you doing today?" So I was like, I'm fine. So he was like, let me pay for your car wash. I got you. I'll pay for your car wash. So I sprayed the nozzle to show him, and I sprayed the car. I'm like, oh, I already paid for it. So I'm, spraying the car down first, and then I'm just going to get the soap and like scrub the car. So he was like, oh, so you paid for it already? So I was like, yeah. Like, like, now we're like yelling over the water spraying. He's inside of my stall with me. They're wide, but he's in there with me minding my business after I told him, no thanks, I got it, I already paid for it. So I hope this is high enough and not cutting my head off. I don't know how this looks. um so he went and looked at the place where you can slide your card, and I don't know what it's called. You can pay for it like just by yourself. So he goes and looks to see if I actually paid for it. So he walks closer to me. He was like, you sure? He was like, okay, so I'll wash the car for you. And I'm like, oh no, like, I'm just doing like a quick wash, and then I'm gonna be leaving from here. So he was like, do you want to exchange numbers and maybe we can hang out sometime? So I'm like, by the way, I'm married. Even if I wasn't married, I would have said no. So, I'm like, oh no, no, thank you. So I'm like making sure that I'm not really even making eye contact with him anymore, because he's going too far. He's doing too much. After he offered to pay the car wash, and I said no, I feel like he should have just went and mind his business and go wash his car, or whatever he came there for. So, um, so he starts getting upset, and now he's circling my car. He's even getting wet from the wind blowing like the sprays of the water on him. So he's circling my car, and I'm like, okay. And right then and there, I knew I was not going to be able to finish washing my car. So now I have the soap, and I'm kind of like going around the tires. And it's so dark out here, and my light is blinding me. It's so dark out here. It's like it's been raining most of the day. But this light is blinding me, so I'm literally looking all around. I don't know how this is looking. So, what happened? This is not a good story time. I'm breaking it up by just, I'm doing too much. So he oh, I can see he's visibly getting upset. So I just put the broom, the thing that you scrub the car with, I put it back on the, like I hung it back up, and I start getting in my car. So he briskly walks up to me and he was like, your car is dirty. You still got soap in your car, because I did not finish washing my car down, because I could see as he's circling the car, he's getting upset because I'm refusing him to pay for my car and actually wash the car. Like, get out of here. So he starts berating me. He's calling me names and saying my car is still dirty. And so I jump in the car and I just drove off. He jumps in his car and chases me. Follows me. So, and I wasn't that far from work. I remember I worked at a school. Like, if you guys go back and watch my other videos, I talk about this more. You guys, like I said before, I'm going to link my podcast. I'm thinking about linking my podcast to this, because I tell stories, more serious stories on there, and I can say more on there. But anyway, he's follows me. He's like, and I'm driving fast, so and it was like pretty much a straight run. I didn't really have to make any turns or anything. So I pull up in my school parking lot. I pull up at my work parking lot. I worked at a school, and so I pull in. I park there, and I can see there's a class outside. And so he pulls up, he stops behind me, he backs his car up a little bit, and then he went, like, the driveway was kind of like a U, so he went out that side. And I was just thinking, like, if he caught up to me, like, and if I got out, like, what was he gonna do? Like, I pull up to the school, you can see there's, like, you know, some people standing outside the school. One guy had his class out there, but like, what was he gonna do? So he was just gonna, like, attack me on broad daylight, like. And then after the whole thing happened, like, I was nervous about it. But like, you guys will know if you watch my other videos, like, I couldn't even go home and tell my husband about that, like, because he wouldn't have cared, he wouldn't have responded, or he would have said, like, what did I do to even make the guy even come over to me, to feel that he had to, like, yell at me, or like some way somehow would have been my fault. So like, I went home feeling really sad that day. But like, what was his plan after, like, he caught up to me? Like, like, what was he gonna do? Like, that was crazy. But I thought about that story after I watched the video, like the news clip of the lady that was attacked, in which her situation was far worse than mine. Far worse than mine. It did make me think of mine, though, because we get attacked, you know, openly nowadays. Just doesn't matter, daytime, nighttime. So with that being said, everybody be extra cautious, extra aware. Some of us have a life where, even if you are married, you're single. Some of us have a life where we're actually single and we have to do things by ourselves. But we need to take extra caution and like, really pay attention, because this world nowadays is just really crazy, and criminals, like, they literally do things out broad daylight in the public, like they're comfortable, you know, hurting people. So you guys take care. I will come back with another story time, and yeah, inshallah, you guys take care until next time.